Hello again and welcome to another video. So, in our previous video, we learned how to compile and set rules in the schematic. Setting up rules is important to make sure our schematic has no errors and works as intended. Now, for this video, what are we going to do next is perform an ECO or engineering change order to the PCB. Before we start the ECO, it's important that we actually have a PCB document first. So let's close this open windows first. To create a PCB, just click on File, New, then PCB. The system will then bring up a PCB document workspace. Let's save this first. Let's name it ESP32 for now. After saving it locally, let's save it to the server. As you can notice, the PCB document has now appeared here under version control. So to save it to the server or Altium Develop, let's just click this. Now let's check Altium Develop to see if it has appeared there. Let's open our project here under the design section. As you can see, it's not there yet because it's still loading the new visualization. Let's just wait for it to load. A prompt appeared saying a new visualization is available. Let's click refresh page. Now, as you can see on the left side, the PCB document we created has appeared. When we click this, it will load and render the PCB layout. As you can see, it's still empty since we haven't placed any components yet. That's the beauty of using Altium Develop. Once it's saved into the server, it quickly updates in the Altium Develop, making it very easy for us to navigate. And if you also notice here at the upper part, we are now on the PCB side. Next, we are going to perform the engineering change order. In order to transfer the components from our schematic into the PCB, we need to be inside our schematic document. So let's open that. Then, let's run the validation again. Right-click on the project PCB and then click Validate. Let's check the messages. It shows compile successful with no errors found. Now let's go over to the design. Click Design. Click Update PCB Document. The Engineering Change Order ECO dialog box will pop up. Here, we can see all the components and other parameters that will be transferred or modified in the PCB. Let's go ahead and click Validate Changes. The status should show green check marks, though you might notice a few red X marks here. Let's try clicking Execute Changes. There, if you notice, the item with the red X status in the section still proceeded and completed anyway. All in all, under Execute Changes, everything successfully finished. So let's close this window. After closing that, we are now right here inside our PCB document itself. And as you can see, our components have been placed right outside the board layout. Next up, we are going to set the board dimensions since our components are already here. So to set the board size, what I usually do is place a line first. To place a line, Click Place, then Line. For example, if our board dimension is 6 by 4 or let's say 4 by 2 inches, I'll just draw a line outline first. And then we will configure its dimension by going into the properties of the line. So for example, 4 inches would be 4,000 mils. Then I will place another line for the vertical line by 2 inches. Once we have established the shape of our board and its dimensions are set, we just need to select the shape we created. Then click on Design, Board Shape, then click Define Board Shape from selected objects. As you can see, our board layout has now resized based on the selected object. Now we can go ahead and delete this outline. So that's how simple it is to set the board size. Now we can go by placing the components into the board.